Dear students, we are studying the human reproduction, and in last lecture spermatogenesis process we studied. Okay, so next point, very important according to your exam also, that is the oogenesis. Okay, as you know, the spermatogenesis is the process of the formation of the sperms or the spermatozoa, that is the spermatogenesis. And oogenesis is the another part which occur in the human female. Okay, so that oogenesis is the process of the formation of the female gamete in the ovary. That is called the oogenesis process. Okay, so like the spermatogenesis, this oogenesis process also can be divided into the three stages: multiplication phase, growth phase, and the maturation phase. These are the phases of the oogenesis like you studied in the spermatogenesis. Okay, जर तुम्हाला स्पर्मॅटोजेनेसिसची प्रोसेस समजली असेल तर तुम्हाला oogenesisची प्रोसेस सुद्धा एकदम सिंपल आहे. काहीही कन्फ्यूज व्हायचं कारण नाहीये. Okay, so let's begin with the oogenesis process. You can see here in the diagram that oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development in the female fetus. Okay, and about a couple of million oogonia. Oogonia means that is the gamete mother cells that are formed in each ovary. Okay, if you remember the female reproductive system, you know that two pairs of the female ovaries, one pair of the female ovaries are there and two ovaries are present. Correct. So no new oogonia are formed after the birth. This is very important characteristics related to the female, that sperms can newly formed during the lifetime, but if we talk about the female, no new oogonia are formed after the birth of the female fetus. Okay students, that point is very important. तुम्हाला हे लक्षातच ठेवावं लागेल किंवा मी आधी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे एक डायरी बनवून तिथे तुम्ही नोट डाउन करू शकता. So when the oogonia start dividing after enters into the prophase first of the mitotic division. Okay, you can see here also in the multiplication phase, first this cell undergoes the mitotic division up to we get the fourth cell, and this is the oogonia having the 2n number. Correct. So about a couple of million oogonia are formed in each ovary, and oogonia start dividing, enter into the prophase first of the meiotic division, and get temporarily arrested at this stage, and now they are called the primary oocyte. Okay, प्रोसेस लक्षात घ्या. मल्टिप्लिकेशन फेज मध्ये काय होतं, ऑफकोर्स देयर इज अ increase in the cell number with the help of mitotic division, आणि mitotic division झाल्यानंतर यापैकी एक oogonia जाणार meiosis मध्ये, which is the growth phase and the second phase of the oogenesis, and he formed, here is the formation of the primary oocyte 2n number. The primary oocytes get surrounded by a layer called granulosa cells and are called the primary follicles. Okay, whatever the primary oocytes is there, that is surrounded by a layer of the granulosa, and that is called the primary follicles. After the primary follicles, a large number of these follicles degenerate from birth to the puberty, and only 60,000 to 80,000 actually these primary follicles are left in each ovary. Okay, you can imagine that ki during the birth किती primary follicles तिथे form होतात. Correct. So the primary follicle gets surrounded by more granulosa cells and a thicker layer, and that is called the secondary follicle. You can see here. Okay, so the secondary follicle is transformed into the tertiary follicle, which is characterized by a fluid filled cavity that is called the antrum, and then the primary oocyte present in the tertiary follicle that completes the first meiotic division to produce a large haploid secondary oocyte, which is n in number in the growth phase second. Correct, students? So this is the tiny first polar body, and then the secondary oocytes retain the bulk of the nutrient which is rich in the cytoplasm of the primary oocyte. And then the tertiary follicle changes into the mature follicle. Mature follicle is also called as the Graafian follicle. Okay, you can check here the tertiary follicles when they get mature, that is called the Graafian follicle. खूप important word आहे. Corpus luteum आणि Graafian follicle या दोघांमध्ये खूप फरक आहे. The question may be asked in the exam. Give the difference between the Graafian follicle and the corpus luteum. So you can write down in the Graafian follicle that it consists of an oocyte. It consists of the zona pellucida, cellular membranes, granulosa which is surrounded by the theca interna and the externa. And what is the corpus luteum? That corpus luteum consists of the follicular cells, which is remaining part of the Graafian follicle, and there is a fibrin and blood clot is there in the corpus luteum. That means that corpus luteum contains the blood clot, and whereas the Graafian follicle contains the follicular atrium which is filled with the follicular fluid. And the main part, that Graafian follicle, develops from the germinal epithelium of the ovary, whereas the corpus luteum, okay, you can see this is the corpus luteum. That corpus luteum is released after the secondary oocyte from the Graafian follicle. Here is the Graafian follicle, here is the corpus luteum. So there is a difference between the corpus luteum and the Graafian follicle. You have to remember it very carefully. Okay, students, so this is the Graafian follicle, and the Graafian follicle, you can see here in this picture that Graafian follicle now that is a mature follicle, and when that get rupture to release the ovum, which is the secondary oocyte from the ovary. This is the ovary. These are the blood vessels. These are the primary follicle. Then after the growth phase, there is a tertiary follicle that's showing the antrum. Correct, students? After that, they converted into the mature follicle, ज्याला आपण Graafian follicle म्हणतो. हा Graafian follicle रप्चर झाल्यानंतर यामधून एक ओव्ह्यूम रिलीज होतो, ज्याला तुम्ही सेकंडरी oocyte म्हणता. आणि परत यापासून जे काही रिलीज होणार आहे ग्राफियन फॉलिकल formed after the release of the secondary oocyte from the Graafian follicle, that is the corpus luteum. And this is the diagrammatic section of the ovary that showing the Graafian follicle also and the corpus luteum also. Okay students, now you understood that what is the oogenesis process very clearly. Correct. So you can see here in this picture, if we talk about the chromosome number per cell, then in the maturation phase, there is a 46 number of the chromosomes are present, whereas in the growth phase and the maturation phase, the 23 chromosomes are there. And then there is a formation of a first polar body, and after the secondary oocyte, there is the second polar body and the ovum we get. Correct students. So this is the oogenesis process, which having the three main stages: multiplication phase, growth phase and the maturation phase. या तीन फेज मध्ये oogenesis ची प्रोसेस होत असते. आणि जर इथे गॅमेटोजेनेसिस झाल्यानंतर जर फर्टिलायझेशन झालं, that means when there is a fusion of a male gamete and in the female gamete. Okay, काय होणार, आता हा ओव्ह्यूम रिलीज झाल्यानंतर फॅलोपियन ट्यूब मध्ये येणार. करेक्ट. फॅलोपियन ट्यूब मध्ये आल्यानंतर तिथे if there is a coitus happened in the male and the female, that time the sperms come in the contact with the ovum and then there is a fertilization occurs. Fertilization झाल्यानंतर हा जो काही ब्लास्टोसिस्ट तयार होईल, त्यानंतर तो ब्लास्टोसिस्ट युटेरस मध्ये होणार. युटेरस मध्ये आल्यानंतर त्याचे इम्प्लांटेशन होणार आणि इम्प्लांटेशन झाल्यानंतर देयर इज अ एम्ब्रायोनिक डेव्हलपमेंट ऑकर. आणि जर हे सक्सेसफुल झालं नाही तर देन देयर इज दिस टाइप इज हॅपन. ओके, मग तुमची एंडोमेट्रियम लेवल थिक झाल्यानंतर कुठेतरी ती ब्रेक होणार आफ्टर द रिलीज ऑफ द प्रोजेस्टेरॉन. ओके, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन लेवल डिक्रीज होणार आणि त्यानंतर एंडोमेट्रियम ब्रेक होणार. तुम्हाला अगेन मेन्स्ट्रुअल सायकल यायला स्टार्ट होईल इफ देयर इज अ अनसक्सेसफुल fertilization is occur. Correct. So this is the oogenesis process and the spermatogenesis process. I hope you understand the complete the process of the spermatogenesis also and the oogenesis also. Okay students, so next topic मध्ये आपण नवीन काहीतरी शिकूया आणि एका वेगळ्या टॉपिकनी सुरुवात करूया जी ह्याच्या नंतरची प्रोसेस असेल. Okay, thank you so much.